Welcome to Senior Insights. My name is Cynthia. Today I'm going for a ride. I'm going to my women's group. And this is the day after, well, this is the same day that I posted that video of grief. You know, when I looked at those pictures of my husband. I hope I didn't upset all of you guys. I knew that it was going to be a very uncomfortable video because it was uncomfortable for me. But I think it's important for people to understand that we all do grieve, and we all do grieve in different ways, and sometimes it just comes upon us. Well, I filmed that yesterday, so today's a new day, and I'm going to my women's group. I think what I decided to do is I'm going to see if I can pick up some mums. And now I said I wasn't interested in decorating or doing anything, and then I gave up on mums, but I think that part of getting over and living life is to do some of these things that you used to do and that you enjoyed, and now you just don't think it's worth it. Well, it is, of course, worth it to push yourself to do things that maybe you don't feel like you want to do. And I guess that's kind of been the funk that I've been in. I guess I've been a little depressed, but I don't know why, because everything's going my way, so they say. Anyway, I made an appointment today to get my hair cut, so that's a good thing. Guess that's another thing I've been saying, oh, we'll call tomorrow. Not because I'm lazy, well, that's part of it, but I think it's just because I'm a little in the pits. So I'm having a hard time making myself do things. Even this women's group, I'm not terribly keen on going, but that's nothing unusual for me. I will enjoy it when I get there, and I will enjoy the company of the women who are there. Because I know this, because this is the way I operate. So I feel good that I have some things that I'm going to donate to Goodwill. I have one of many vacuum cleaners. Do you know, I think that old people have a thing about vacuum cleaners. Well, obviously, if you've been watching me, you know that I've been doing this cordless vacuum versus the corded vacuum. Well, I have a small vacuum up in the bunkhouse, and I had another vacuum that I brought from my aunt's house. So that's like 4 vacuums. And the one from my aunt's house I kept because it was a small one. It was one of those Auric ones. Remember that brand? Well, it was a small portable. It was a canister one, like the old Electroluxes and stuff, but it was small. And so I used to use that to clean my car. Well, I don't really need it because I have the cordless one now, and I can just bring that out if it works. I had to clean it out yesterday. You should have seen. The only thing that was clogging it was dog hair. It was full to the gunnels in dog hair. And so I got it out. It's interesting. I had this thought when I was cleaning it out, because on the bottom of it, you can unscrew it very easily with a knife or a coin. And that's the first vacuum I've ever seen like that. So they must have anticipated this problem so that it's not that difficult to get into it to clean it. But what the heck? You know, I mean, I have a dog, and it was full of dog hair. No one would believe me if I ever told you how much dog hair there is. But you know, I was watching Evie the other day, and she had a hint for cleaning up under couches and stuff, and I thought it was pretty good. She has a blower, kind of like a leaf blower from outside, but an inside one, I guess. And she likened to something that the hairdressers use to clean up their salons. I don't know, I thought they just swept, so I didn't know about that. And then she also had some kind of device that I think was some sort of blower, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I thought that that was kind of a good idea. So I might try that someday. Someday. When I got in the car, I brought the blanket from the, you know how I'm cleaning my car one section at a time. Well, I took the blanket in from the back of the car and I washed that, so that's clean. And I washed a couple of the liners for the cup holders and stuff, so those are clean. I brought those out to the car. And then I brought my cordless vacuum out, so if I have to kill some time waiting for the women's group to start, I'm going to vacuum. It's pretty clean because it was covered with a blanket, but I want to do it right, so I don't want to put the blanket over dirt. So hopefully I'm going to do that on my way out. So you can tell I'm in a little better frame of mind. I've been toying with those pictures and saying, you know, maybe I don't really need to go through them. They're all packed very neatly. They're all labeled. And maybe that's something that my children would enjoy doing when I'm gone. Because I'm certainly not enjoying it. And I don't think I will if I continue. Because it just makes me sad. But we'll see. I have a tendency to yak, yak, yak. It's an absolutely gorgeous day out right now. It's 73. So I have a t-shirt and a long sleeve shirt on, and I'm very comfortable. The sun is shining. It's interesting, when I asked Alexa this morning what the weather was going to be like, she said, it's going to be an absolutely gorgeous sunny day all day long. So I thought that was pretty neat. She did it in such an upbeat way that you couldn't help but get your spirits lifted just by listening to her. So for those of you who don't like Alexas, I really do like her. Unfortunately, I can't look at you while I'm driving because I have to pay attention. I like seeing all the campers. What I mean by campers is RVs, not people camping. But I guess if you're in an RV, you might be camping. But I like seeing them, and I like seeing them heading out. But they're probably not going to head out for a while. When we owned the campground, we stayed open from May 1st to October 13th, I think. And it dies off right away after Labor Day. So it really wasn't cost effective to stay open. But yeah, there's so many blue. The sky is so blue and there's so many clouds. I forget what you call the clouds, cumulus and whatever. I'll have to do a video on the clouds. How's that? We can be floating in the clouds. So, the video on the nursing homes was interesting too. There did seem to be a consensus that animals could bring a lot of joy and companionship and more of a feeling of home-like in a nursing home, but it's so hard to pull that off. Having worked in a nursing home, they're so short-staffed. Nobody is willing to take on those extra jobs. But you would think that it would be a nice, maybe a volunteer thing. But there was one person who commented that this facility had this beautiful aviary, and one of the patients from another section of the home came and took care of the aviary, and as soon as he was gone, the aviary was gone. Administration doesn't like anything that would require spending any kind of money. At least that's my experience. You might be an administrator or nursing home owner and think differently, but I don't think so. You can almost tell that fall's in the air. Well, the sun is changing, everything, the location of the sun. I keep seeing these campers, I know I keep talking about it, but it amazes me how many people do camp. Have you seen those people? I used to watch these videos a lot on YouTube. Now I don't have time. I can only watch my friends and do my videos. But what am I trying to say? Oh, people who live in their RVs solo. I think we have a few in this group that live in RVs by choice to save money, or not by choice because they're almost homeless, or for an adventure, or because they have no choice. So I think it's really interesting I think it's an interesting lifestyle, is I guess what I was saying. If I was younger, I could be like a snowbird and live in the RV and go maybe one place in the winter and one place in the summer. I'm not sure that I would like to travel around and have no address. I don't know. Maybe I would. For my first honeymoon, we drove cross country, and we had a little two-man tent. Honest to goodness. We had so much fun. It was it was at the end of June, but when you're going cross country, you don't know what kind of weather you're going to expect. And June, in some parts of the country, is pretty early for summer. So we ran into snow, hail, sleet, wind that was unbelievable. One of the things I remember is we were in our little tent, and it was so windy. We were at Mount Rushmore. I don't know if we stayed at a park there, or I'm not really sure. But we were into making our own meals, and we were baking potatoes at our campfire. And our tent was literally lifting up. It was so windy, and the sparks were flying. It's a good thing that we didn't set a forest fire. We were young. I wasn't even totally 21. So, we didn't almost know better. But we had our baked potatoes. That was our dinner. But I just remember looking up at Mount Rushmore and being like wowed away at how incredible it was. Of course, like I said, I was really young, and I had never been anyplace. So the whole adventure of driving cross country was exciting, and we saw so many things. We did a lot of the state parks, the national parks, and we roughed it. We didn't stay in any hotels, and we had fun. I remember I liked the Badlands, and there were a lot of things that I really liked. I'm going to stop this video now because I'm going to go in a store and see if I can find my bread. Well, I'm back. I am really excited because the bread that I like is called Jessica's Tuscan White, and she has a sunflower white, and she has a honey wheat, and now today I just discovered a cinnamon raisin swirl. So I just bought the white because I haven't had that in a while, and I bought the cinnamon raisin swirl, so I'm excited about that. This is just a little kind of mom and pop grocery store. Then I was walking by the candy and I found something that a friend of mine, very good friend of mine, has been looking for. So I bought it and I can't wait to get it to her. So, see, I'm already turned around. What's with this life? Go figure. I'm passing by a Dunkin' Donuts and I feel like going in and getting a coffee. But no, I'm going to be drinking my water. Well, it's iced tea, but it's decaf iced tea. And a lot of the things that I've read say that you can count those as water. I've read other things that say no, it's got to be water, just plain water. So, go figure. We'll do whatever we want that works for us. Right? I just can't get over how beautiful it is. Oh, now I'm stopping by. I'm stopping at a light, and it's at a dealership with what do you call them? Four-wheelers? You know, like a golf cart, but a spiffed up golf cart, which is something I would actually like to have as a golf cart, or a four-wheeler that's for mature people, not a hot rod thing. But I think a golf cart would be nice, but since I don't even go out of my house, why do I think a golf cart would be nice? Well, it's just another thing that I could spend money on and worry about how I'm going to maintain. But it's the way my mind works. Crazy. I'm sure that none of you are like me. My mind is always going, always, always going. I might, if I have enough time, go into Goodwill, but I don't think I will, and I don't need to spend any money. I'm trying to get rid of stuff, right? That's why I'm going. And now I'm going by a pet store. Now, see, I always have the urge to go into a pet store just to look. I don't actually ever buy anything in a pet store. I like my tortoise. Oh, I've got a video coming up on my tortoise. It was his birthday, September 1st, Labor Day. I picked that as his birthday because I know he was born the beginning of September. So I said, okay, I'll just say he was born September 1st, because you don't really know. And they're not born, they're hatched, like a chicken. But I'm going to show you what he did on his birthday. Just one of those little 10-minute videos. So you can get to see. His name is Skittles. And he is a Herman's tortoise. Now I'm driving by LL Bean. There's an urge to go in there because it's the outlet shop, which means they have things on sale, but things at LL Bean are never cheap. So I just passed a Mexican restaurant. Do you folks like Mexican food? I do. I like Mexican food. I like hot food. I may not burn your throat hot, but spicy. I like Chinese food. I love Chinese food. It's interesting. I don't really know how to make it. I had some broccoli, and I have some beef. I should have made like a broccoli beef stir fry. See, the thing is I don't really like to cook, and I think of all these things. I actually filmed a video last night of something that I made, but it came out lousy, so I'm not going to share it with you because I didn't like it. Well, part of the problem could be that I burnt the broccoli. But it wasn't the only problem. It was the sauce that went in it. So, yeah, the sauce I didn't care for at all. It had soy sauce in it, which I like. It had sriracha, which I like. It had mayo and it had sour cream cheese. It was weird. It didn't do anything for me, let's put it this way. Okay, I'm here at Goodwill. So I am going to just pull up here and shut this off now. I will talk to you in a bit. The Goodwill drop-off was busy. It's interesting to see what people are dropping off when they're dropping it off. I was sort of tempted to say, oh, could I have that? I don't need it. I don't need anything. Somebody was trying to drop off bifold doors, and the man says, oh, we don't take those. You don't take bifold doors? No, sir. It's obvious that he was cleaning his house out because he had a whole back of his truck full of stuff. And so much of it was junk, like old Christmas trees. Like really old. Like really old. I can't get out of this road. And did I say wreaths? Yeah, and all kinds of junk. I mean, it was really junk. The thing is somebody will buy it. Either that or poor Goodwill ends up throwing it away. Maybe they do like surprise bins or something. I don't know. But I'm actually so glad that I came out. You know me, and I don't really like to come out too much. But I think it's good for you. I think this sun is good for me. Just looking at the clouds. Seeing that other people have junk just like I do. I think it's a good thing, folks. Of course, I'm not doing anything stressful today. I didn't tell you the day that I had my car fixed last week. I mean, I didn't have it fixed. I had the maintenance done. I had an oil change and the tires rotated. And there was a recall. So they did whatever that was all about. Now my whole dashboard, you know, it's all electronics, but it's all cattywampus, as my husband would say. It's not like it used to be. And I haven't had the motivation or the mental fortitude to figure out how to fix it. I know that I'm perfectly capable of fixing it, but I also know that it's going to take me a bit to figure it out. And I just haven't done it, but I was annoyed. You know, I mean, the dealership. Go figure. Nothing when nobody does what they're supposed to do. I think I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'm almost at my women's group, and I think I'm early enough where I can actually vacuum and put my blanket down and then have that whole part of my car done. I'm back by that pet store. Don't let me go in. Okay. I will see you in the next video. Maybe I'll do a car video on the way home.